2024 is one of the best times to build a short form content agency. There are hundreds of millions of dollars being invested into short form content and video across several platforms, and you could capitalize on this trend to make a multi-million-dollar business. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jordan Ross. I run 8-Figure Agency. We're a growth consultancy and growth partnership that has worked with over 800 agencies, and in the lifetime of our company, we've helped our clients at over $150 million in annual recurring revenue. Now, in my time consulting with thousands of agencies, I have seen hundreds of short form content agencies. And my first client ever, Blank Slate Media, was actually a short form content agency. Now, I've helped so many of these agencies become successful and make millions. I'm going to give you one mistake everyone's making and two really simple strategies and hacks where you can make millions. So first is the mistake you need to avoid. People don't make content for the sake of making content. They make content to make money. The mistake that I see young entrepreneurs making is they don't know how to correlate their content and video content to how their clients actually make money. So if you could answer that question and you could display to your clients why it's making them money, you will be good. So avoid that mistake. Number two, which is my first strategy. This is a really good hack right now if you understand YouTube. So this is all under the pretense and context that you actually know how to do short form content exceptionally well. Right now on the marketplace, there are hundreds of thousands of YouTube agencies. People who go to brands like myself and they produce my content, they edit my content, they make my thumbnails, they make my captions, and they do all my editing. These services are invaluable because YouTube is, in my opinion, the best long-term strategy to build a brand with your audience online. And if you haven't, you should subscribe so we can build that relationship too. Now, most of these agencies are not retrofitted to build a short form content arm of their business, and here's why. If you're going to do short form content really well, you're going to script and write short form videos, which is what Mr. Beast does. Mr. Beast's short form videos are intentional. They're scripted. Now, a lot of people in the marketplace are just doing repurposing, which works, but if you're going to do it really well, you're going to target YouTube search, you're going to target the YouTube organic feed, and you're going to ultimately be able to scale. So what I recommend is going to these agencies. I would build a list of 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 YouTube agencies and offer to white label your services. You want to find the agencies that are already working with dozens, if not hundreds of clients, and make a simple call to action. I will help you add tens of thousands of dollars in monthly recurring revenue or monthly recurring profit by white labeling my services. I will do everything, which can include, if you're really hungry, pitching, account managing, sourcing, hiring, onboarding, training, delivery, scripting, producing, editing, everything. We will do everything for you. And if you're only running a long form YouTube agency, you could just implement my services to start growing your company and add another line of revenue. Now, for a lot of agencies, this is going to be a no-brainer. If you are truly exceptional and you're really good at what you do, you can make millions of dollars immediately doing this. The second way is the old-fashioned way, which is scaling from the ground up, not using this hack, which is also okay because maybe you don't know YouTube Shorts and maybe you just want to do a repurposing agency. There's an entrepreneur that I recently came across. His name's Devin Rodriguez. That's Devin with an E. Now, Devin's not running a short form content agency. He's actually running something hard. He's running a podcast agency. I have seen this to be the notoriously hardest industry in the agency space, but within 30 days of me meeting him and him telling me he was at $0 in revenue, he had $1 million a year business, which blew my mind. And here's how he did it, and here's how I recommend you do it. Number one is that you go to some of the biggest brands in the world that you can find. Find the influencers that don't have good short form content or they have no short form content at all. Offer to do their short form content for free. Crush it for them. Make sure their audience is enormous. Make sure they're also someone with a lot of wealth and a lot of money. This is exactly what Devin did with his podcast services. He went to people who I actually know, and these guys are legit. He did it for about 5 people. He offered his services for free for multiple months. Then he got referrals from these clients to very wealthy business owners who also found value in his service. So what I recommend you do is, number one, if you're not exceptional at your service, be exceptional and learn how to be one of the best in the world first and foremost. Number two, go to the ultra wealthy who have massive brands, who also have a massive community of people that make a lot of money. Do work for them for free for several several months, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get commitment from them in return that they will give referrals to their network. Price your services as a top tier premier service. Don't do 1K, 2K, 3K. Do 10K per month packages. And this is what Devin was doing. All of his packages were at minimum 10 to 15K. You want to have massive distribution, massive customization, and just ultimately an exceptional product. I want you to build the Ritz Carlton of short form video. When you do this and you go to the ultra high net worth individuals, they'll see the value in this, because the final thing that you need to do when building this agency is being able to track attribution. I want you to be able to track all of their social followings, seeing how much their social followings grow. I want you to go to whether it's their product pages, their services pages, and install something called heatmap.com, or use Google Analytics if it's leveraging Google. And you could use these softwares and tools to see where traffic is coming. Heatmap.com will track a service-based business and an e-com business. So it's a great software to plug in. And what you could do is actually track where traffic comes and then see what converts. What's going to be super relevant for these ultra high net worth individuals, they probably won't care so much about the immediate return because they know building a brand is super valuable. But if you can even go a step further and show them how building their brand is leading to followers coming from their social pages onto their actual web page and converting to either subscribers on their newsletter or paying customers, they'll keep you around for a very long time. From here, build your testimonials, build your referrals, and then go to this person or their people's social networks and start to DM them saying, hey, I work with this person. I run his social account. I see you're also running a very successful business. I'd love to do some work for you for free. Now, if you're doing this at 10K to 15K a pop, you're going to want to document the journey. You're going to want to build a brand yourself, and you're going to want to aggregate a lot of case studies and testimonials. You're going to want to end up in the room. A lot of times these guys go to masterminds. Go to the masterminds with them. Go to the events. Follow them across the world and across the country, because you're going to be in the room with the other ultra wealthy. That's who you want to target. You don't want to target $1 million, a $2 million business owner. You want to target someone who has a net worth in the 9 figures and who has a massive brand. That's the way that you can make $1 million and multi-million dollars easily. And just for context, 17 clients paying you 10K a month means you run a $2 million a year business. If you could break into one small niche of an industry where there's ultra wealthy and do an exceptional job doing 10K a month, doing hyper customized services, the Ritz Carlton of delivery, you will build a multi-million dollar agency in no time just through the referrals of the ultra wealthy network. Now, I know this seems simple, and I also know that, it could also feel almost overwhelming how simple it seems. Make sure, if this is add value, like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want help growing your agency and you're doing at least 15K a month, go to the link below and book a call with us, where we will give you a free consultation on how to actually scale from where you're at to where you want to be. And we will hold your hand, making sure you're able to do that. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.